again, everybody, and welcome to this special edition of Inside Golf. I'm Harry Donahue, along with Leila Mackey from the Philadelphia section of the PGA of America. And today, we're going to bring you the 22nd annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic here at beautiful Sunnybrook Golf Club. And Leila, this is an annual event that means a lot to all the pros, but especially the winner, because it's a big, big payday.
Absolutely. It's one of the best events that we have. It's definitely the most exciting, and we're in for a real treat today.
The winner gets, ready, $100,000. Biggest pay event for any of the sections. What are there? 40-some around the country.
41 sections. This is the biggest one-day payday of any of the 41 section events.
And it was an exciting finish. Now, we've had playoffs in the past here for this event, but this time, no playoff, but we had a champion who was the last group to tee off at 2:30 in the afternoon, and he winds up winning the whole thing.
Absolutely. It was definitely a dramatic finish with, last minute and last group and last guy won, and it was a great finish.
So the last guy was first, and to do it, all we did was birdie 2 of the last 3 holes. Doesn't get any better, does it?
Easy enough.
We're not going to give you his name out. We're going to let you watch with us. It's the 22nd annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Quite an event, especially for our winner. And you'll take a look at his game and the games of our other sectional pros when we come back on this special edition of Inside Golf. The Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic is brought to you by Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partner since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf. And welcome back. Special edition of Inside Golf. Harry Donahue, Leila Mackey at beautiful Sunnybrook. And this is the 22nd annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Big prize at stake, Leila.
Indeed. We're getting the play underway. This is the morning round, warming up here on the putting green and driving range.
Half the field teeing off at number 1, the other half at number 10, and this is the finishing hole for some of the players today. Number 9, uphill toward the clubhouse. Little dog leg to the right.
Bunkers on both sides. It's a tough hole. They got the pin placement all the way back today. And yeah, like you said, it's the finishing hole for half the field.
This and the 18th, kind of similar in design. One of the early groups making the turn at 9. This is Brett Melton. He's from Radley Run. Currently, he's at 1 under par, trying to get in birdie range and take it to 2 under. Leaves himself below the hole, Leila, with an uphill about 10-footer for birdie.
He does. He's got a good round going so far. If he can make this, just lips out, so he will remain at 1 under par, making the turn.
Scott Chisholm from Rolling Green Golf Club started his round on the back 9, making the turn here at number 18. He's 4 over at this point.
But he hits a great shot in here, one of the best we saw all day.
How about that? Nearly eagled number 18. And he knows he made a good one.
Tap that in for birdie.
Out of Lookaway Golf Club in Buckingham, Mike Little making the turn at 2 under par. This is a guy that always seems to be in the hunt, right?
He does. He's a great player. I feel like he's always kind of in the top of the leaderboard, and he hits a great shot here.
That's why.
Yeah.
Little 2-footer for bird for Mike Little, and he makes it. So Mike is 3 under par for the round, has a share of the early lead here at Sunnybrook. Co-leader is Andrew Turner. He's used to being at the top of the leaderboard. He won this whole event last year.
He is, yes. He's last year's champion. He's from Sunnybrook Golf Club, so he's playing at his home course right here. He's making his turn on number 9 at 3 under after he eagled the par 5, hole 7. So he'll have that for birdie right here. If he can make it, he will go to 4 under. He's got a great round going right now.
Look at that thing just slide by on the left side of the hole. So Andrew, the left-hander, will tap it in and stay at 3 under par at the turn. Let's find out more about what this event means for the Philly PGA section. Jeff Surratt is the executive director, Philadelphia section, PGA of America. No stranger to Inside Golf, and no stranger to a great event like the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. 22 years, Jeff. How many of those have you witnessed in person?
15.
There you go.
15 for me, yes. It's been fantastic.
Right, and it never changes in terms of the attention it gets from your membership.
No, it doesn't. The anxiety, the excitement, the absolute uniqueness of this event for our golf professionals is outstanding.
You put a lot of pressure, or I should say maybe George Cannell and Haverford Trust puts pressure on you when you go around to all the meetings with your peers, and they say, how do you get somebody to put up the amount of prize money and for the winner to collect a check for $100,000 every year?
I don't necessarily know that it's pressure, but it's bragging rights, that's for sure. Over the last 22 years, I think first place started at $15,000, and now we're at $100,000 for the last couple of years. So it has been a pretty amazing opportunity for our golf professionals here in the Philadelphia section. So I know on behalf of our almost 900, we're sincerely indebted to the Haverford Trust Company and Mr. Cannell for what they've done for us.
Right, and oftentimes, it's not just head professionals or, shall we say, guys that have been playing in it a long time, 22 years in this case, this year. Some assistant pros. Imagine that. And these are guys, on the totem pole, aren't cashing that big check every week.
Yeah, when you look at our past champions, it's quite an eclectic group of first-timers and journeymen, if you want to call that, here on our tour. Head golf professionals, as you said, directors of instruction, or just regular old assistant golf professionals that work day in and day out. So, as you look back, you would think maybe the cream would rise to the top every single year, but it is quite a mix of winners over the past 22 years.
And the support you get at Sunnybrook, unmatched.
Eric Schultz and his team here are unbelievable. The club here, the membership to host us year after year, to give us their facility here for this event is quite special. So we really, it's always nice. We talk about it at the section office. It's always nice when you're wanted to be somewhere, and they certainly welcome us here at Sunnybrook every year.
We're just getting started. Stay with us. Lots more golf from Sunnybrook Golf Club when we return. Welcome back to Sunnybrook Golf Club. Harry Donahue and Leila Mackey. We're at the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Let's take a look at Corey McElharney. He's from Squires. Leila?
Currently, he is 1 under. He's got a pretty good round going. This is his ninth hole. He's making the turn right now.
Just had a bogey on number 8. He had 2 earlier birdies. A pretty good chance to make it 3 here.
He puts himself in pretty good shape. Making this, he goes to 2 under, which is great, making the turn. So he'll have 9 holes left.
And he's 1 off the lead. Billy Stewart from the Ace Club. This is his 6th hole. It's the par 3 15th.
Yeah, he started on the back 9, so he hits this pretty short, actually, so he'll have a long birdie putt attempt. He's currently even par.
Yeah, he's got about a 25-footer to get to 1 under. A lot of pace on this putt. A little too much pace.
Probably leaves him more than he wants, but he does end up saving par with this, which is great.
So he stays at even par. From Huntington Valley Country Club, this is John Allen. He's at 1 under currently as he makes the turn on number 9. Birdie putt, though.
Just short. You can tell he's disappointed.
So he'll stay with that tap in at 1 under par for his round. From Philmont Country Club, Dave Quinn. Dave right now is at even par. Had a couple birdies and a double bogey on number 12. So he's trying to go to 1 under as he makes the turn at number 18.
He's a good player. He feel like he's always at the top of the leaderboard in most events.
Look at
Hits
this.
a great shot in here.
John Pillar is playing with Dave. John, of course, veteran out of Woodlock Springs up in the Poconos.
He had a birdie, 2 bogeys so far. So need this. Hits a great shot in here. So that for birdie.
Boy, look at those 2 shots.
Those are pretty impressive,
from
aren't
Dave
they?
Quinn and John Pillar. This one's got some break in it, a little downhill, but no problem. John Pillar makes it. And with that birdie, he's at even par as he heads to his back 9. Dave right now is a little 2.5 footer with the long putter.
And he does make it.
And he's at 1 under par at the turn. He's currently 2 shots off the lead. Now, we saw Brett Melton from Radley run earlier as he made the turn. He's got some issues here on number 12.
He hits a great shot here. I mean, you can tell he's got the tree and everything. Gives him a chance to at least try and make birdie here.
But it's going to slip by, and he'll have a tap in to stay at 1 under on his round.
That was a great par.
From left to the green. John Birkin is from Aronimink, has made his way to number 16. He's at 1 over par right now, Leela, on a long birdie putt, trying to get back to even par.
And he makes it.
Nice job, John Birkin from Aronimink.
So that'll put him at even.
And with him, from Overbrook, Eric Kennedy. Downhill putt. He makes birdie. And he goes to 1 under par and 2 shots off the lead. Little smile on the face of Eric. Former Haverford champion, great player from Applebrook is Dave McNabb. He's currently at 2 over after his first 9. He has a birdie putt here, but just going to run out of gas.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's his day, not playing as well as he would have liked as he goes into his back 9. Another former champion, George Forster from Radnor Valley. He is even at this point. This is a birdie attempt for him on number 9.
And George comes up a little short, but a tap in for par for George Forster, another veteran of the section. From Whitford, let's take a look at how Mike Ladden is doing. Mike is making the turn here on number 18. He's got a long birdie putt, but he makes.
Great putt, so he'll move to 2 over after 9.
Mike Ladden from Whitford. Let's look at our leaderboard. Halfway through the morning wave, Andrew Turner, the defending champ, is atop that leaderboard at 3 under par. 1 shot back, Michael Little and Corey McElharney. And in a group at 1 under, Eric Kennedy, John Allen, and Brett Melton. You're watching a special edition of Inside Golf. More to come from the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook Golf Club in just a moment. Welcome back to Sunnybrook Golf Club. Harry Donahue and Lila Mackey. Morning wave action at the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. This is hole number 11. John Applegate from the Shore Club, just off the green, trying to chip it close for his par. How about a birdie?
That was a great shot. Drops him to just 1 over right now. Playing alongside of him is our current tie for the lead, Andrew Turner, our former champion. He's just off the green, his 3rd shot here, chips up, not quite as good as John's, but he will have that for par.
And to stay 3 under and atop the leaderboard, and he makes. Now, the last time we saw Brett Melton from Radley run, he was 1 under. Since then, though, Leela, he's made birdie at 13. Here he is at number 15.
Currently 2 under. Now we'll have that for his birdie opportunity here at 15, par 3.
Trying to get to 3 under, share of the lead with Andrew Turner.
He makes it. Great putt.
So Brett Melton moves to 3 under par. Mike Little of Lookaway, 2 under, putting for a par, lengthy par putt here on number 14.
Just misses it. Disappointed with
that.
that.
Bogey will drop him to 1 under on the day.
Then we pick Mike up again here on 15, the par 3.
Looks like he's hooked this a little bit.
Tee shot lands over here just to the left.
So let's see if he can recover from that errant tee shot. Little flopper by Mike.
This is a great shot. And he makes it for
Better
par,
than
or
most,
for birdie, yes.
Way to go, Mike. Mike Little, birdie the hard way.
A great save to put him back at 2 under with 3 holes left.
Talk about great shots from off the green. How about Mickey Sikowski from Philmont here at number 9. This is his finishing hole in the morning wave. Why not?
Well, the only eagle of the day on 9.
Eagle 2 for Mickey. Brett Melton has made his way to 18. He's now at 2 under after he bogeyed 17 in a tie for second with 4 others. This one from the left rough. Gets a nice little kick off that backside of the bunker, and he's got an uphill putt to try to get into the clubhouse at 3 under par.
Yeah, this is a crucial putt for him here. It gives himself a pretty good opportunity to make it.
Enough gas?
Look how much that broke.
Just
Great
enough
putt.
gas. So Brett Melton takes the morning lead at 3 under. Little emotion shows it all. The first group off at 7:30. He was in it. Now he has the clubhouse lead at 3 under par.
We are here with the current leader right now in the clubhouse is Brett Melton from Radley Run Country Club. Brett, tell us a little bit about your round.
Well, I mean, I played really well today, hit the ball well. Course is in great shape, obviously. I mean, this is a great place, great event that you have here in the Philly section.
You're currently 3 under par, and now all you got to do is wait. How do you feel?
Well, you feel like a sitting duck, sort of. You know, I'm watching these guys come in, missing these birdie putts on the last hole to tie or maybe to take the lead, beat me outright. But it's a little nerve-wracking, I guess, with what's at stake.
I hope you can keep the nerves under control, and we'll catch up with you in we'll catch up with you in a little bit.
All right,
Thanks.
Thank you.
Stay with us. There's more to come on a special edition of Inside Golf from Sunnybrook and the 22nd annual Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Welcome back to this special edition of Inside Golf. It's the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook. And here's Mike Little from Lookaway. Still at 2 under after a birdie on 15. Second shot, Leela, here at the 18th.
This will give him a pretty good shot, pretty good chance to make a birdie here. He'll have that for his birdie putt, sort of similar putt to what Brett Melton had.
Yeah, if he makes it, it'd be a co-leader with Brett in the clubhouse.
Gives it a run, but just missed it. So he'll finish at 2 under. Pretty good round, but he will remain 1 back from the leader. Now we head over to Billy Stewart from the Ace Club, finishing on number 9 for the day. He's currently 2 under. He had 2 birdies on the back 9, so he's had a pretty good round so far, and he puts himself in with an opportunity for birdie and to share the lead.
This is about a 30-footer after he pulled that approach shot. Slides by and
just misses, so he'll remain at 2 under. You can tell he's disappointed.
Yep, he knew he had a chance to finish as a co-leader. All right, 2 bogeys and a birdie on the back 9 for Andrew Turner, finishing now at 2 under par with an approach shot to the 18th hole. From behind that tree, he is left to the pin, but like we said earlier, I'm sure he knows from experience this putt, good chance to get him into a share of the lead for Andrew Turner.
Just
no break.
Misses.
How about that? So Andrew with a par on his final hole, the defending champion right now in second place at 2 under par. Nice little handshake with his caddy. From Squires, Corey McIlharney has it gone, playing in one of the later morning groups. Had a birdie on 16, now tied for the lead at 3 under par as he finishes up on the 18th. This is going to be a tricky little downhill putt, but this would give him the lead at 4 under par if he can make it.
Yeah, this is a lengthy putt. But again, he knows where he's at. He knows what's in the clubhouse. 3 under is what he needs to get to.
Look at that run out, huh? Wow.
Look how fast that is. It just keeps going.
The only thing good about it is it leaves it beneath the hole, so he can put some pace on this. And he does to get par.
That was a huge putt to save par to stay at 3 under and a share of the lead.
One of our co-leaders, Corey McIlharney, who is Director of Instruction at Squires. But, Corey, you have a little bit of experience here at Sunnybrook, and you've done pretty well in the tournament in the past. You've had a top 5 finish. 3 under, could have been better?
You know, it was one of those would have, could have, should have rounds. Yes, it could have been better. The putter was, I was rolling the ball really well. I finally figured out how to set up to a putter. And the greens being as good as they are, if you're rolling the ball well, you know, ball's going to go in. But I left a few of them a revolution short, and a couple of them lipped out, so it felt like it could have been a little bit lower. But fortunate to be here to get the invitation. Mr. Cannell is an amazing man. I was lucky enough to play last week here as well in the pro member. I get an invite for that as well, and just extremely fortunate just to have the chance and to be here.
You made some hay on the par fives. I think you birdied, what, 3 of the 4 par fives?
Three of the 4 par fives. That was a strategy always in every one of my rounds. I got to birdie the par fives. Not a long hitter. And then if I could throw a birdie, two or three birdies in on any other holes, then it's a good round for me.
You know, this is not a hurry up and wait, but a long wait period right now. You're done your 18. You got some groups that are just teeing off. It's going to be a long afternoon. What do you do to pass the time? You
know, luckily I have my girlfriend Casey with me. So her and I are probably just going to go relax, sit up on the deck, talk to some of the members. I worked here in 2016, so I know a lot of the members here. So I'll go and chat with them for a little bit.
And hopefully get ready for a playoff.
I look forward to it.
And George can give you a big payday.
That'd be great.
Thanks, Corey. Good luck.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Stay with us when we return. More from the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic.
Welcome back to the Sunnybrook Golf Club. Look at the 18th hole in the background, the clubhouse, as we pick up play in the afternoon wave of the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. From Shawnee, it's Brian Bergstall. Leela?
He is on 15 right now, the par 3. He started on number 10. He's currently 1 under. He hits his first putt way short, so he had that for par, so he does make it to remain at 1 under.
From Waynesboro Country Club, Zach Oakley coming to number 15. He's at even par on his round, and this one looks like it's headed for that left side bunker.
It does, makes its way in there, so he'll have this shot out to hopefully save par.
And this one skips by a little bit. Watch this thing.
Goes all the way to the fringe.
All the way to the apron, yeah.
So he'll have that coming back to save par. Long par putt.
So bogey 4 for Zach, and he'll go to 1 over par. Also playing out of Waynesboro Country Club, Jeff Erb. Jeff is making the turn at number 18, and Leela, he is on a current hot streak.
He is. He birdied 16 and 17, so he will have this for a chance for another birdie to go to 2 under.
Puts it in there about 6.5, 7 feet to get his 3rd straight birdie.
Put him in pretty good shape. He makes it, so puts him at 2 under, so puts him in pretty good shape going into his back 9 here.
He is 1 shot off the lead. Mike Fury playing out of Mahoning Valley Country Club. He's at 1 under par, a couple birdies and a bogey on his front 9. And here is his approach, which is going to hit on the slope and go the wrong way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'll be a long birdie putt for him.
So Mike now with this uphill birdie putt, and he pulls it to the left, and he's got a tester there for par to stay at 1 under, and he makes it.
Now we head over to Peter Levenguth from Applecross Country Club.
Peter's at 1 under par, making the turn here on number 9 behind the trees.
Lands on the green, above the hole. He'll have a birdie opportunity there.
This would be an opportunity to go to 2 under par on his first 9, but it's not going to be. So Peter will have that tap in to stay at 1 under after 9 holes. Leela, we've seen some great putting throughout the day, and here's John Rudolph out of Fieldstone.
A long birdie putt here, but he gets it close enough to make his par here.
Just missed on the par 3 15th. All right, let's take time out, check in with our old friend from Haverford Trust, Joe McLaughlin. Pleased to be joined by the chairman and CEO of Haverford Trust, Joe McLaughlin. And Joe, good to see you again.
Thanks,
Always a pleasure under conditions like this, right?
Yeah, beautiful day, perfect conditions. Probably the best condition I've ever played in 22 years.
Right. I was going to say 22 years, this Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. You know, when you go back over it, it seems to be the same, but at the same time, Joe, what Haverford Trust does for these club professionals is hardly the same that they're used to.
Well, $100,000 first prize money, I think, gets everybody's attention. And it's interesting, as I travel around the country, a lot of the sectional pros outside of Philadelphia know about this tournament as well. So it's kind of good publicity, but it's also good that, a lot of our clients and a lot of the employees at Haverford Trust play golf, and the ladies and gentlemen out here that are competing today, nobody works harder than them, during the golf season, and it's a really nice day to give them an opportunity to put some jingle in their pocket.
Absolutely. When you have $100,000, which, as we keep hearing from the likes of Jeff Surratt and the people here in the Philadelphia section, the largest prize money for any sectional event, not just Philadelphia, but around the country.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We're really thrilled to be able to put it on, and Sunnybrook's a great club.
Boy, every year there's something new. I mean, from the scoreboards, of course, the food and everything else, and the members show up. They start arriving early on to watch these guys finish, and maybe a playoff or whatever. It really means a lot.
It's really great when George Cannell really, founded this tournament. I remember him telling me he wanted it to be like Bing Crosby's clam bake. And so the families of the pros are invited, the caddies are invited to join the members, and then all the members of Sunnybrook's Club are here. There's a cookout all day, and they're enjoying refreshments. So it's really fun to bring everybody together, and we're hoping that there'll be a nice little playoff later on to watch these guys play for some pretty serious money.
Yeah, it gets a little nerve-wracking at times. We've been there before with playoffs.
And we're hoping for a knee knocker.
Welcome back to the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Harry Donahue, Leela Mackey with a look at the challenging 18th hole. Couple fairway bunkers, one on either side of that fairway. The green also has bunkers on either side, and the pin today is in the back. A severe slope from back to front on number 18, Leela.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of guys miss, and also be some guys in this fairway bunker.
Brian Bergstall from Shawnee has found one of those fairway bunkers on the left side. Bogey-free so far for his first 8 holes, and currently is at 3 under par.
Unfortunately, goes bunker to bunker here, so now he's in that green side bunker trying to at least save par.
And hits the pin, and an unfortunate break for him, catches that slope, so he'll have a lengthy uphill par putt trying to stay at 3 under par. And it lips out.
Just misses, so he will bogey that, but still a great round going as he goes into his back 9.
Jason Calhoun is the head golf coach at the University of Pennsylvania. Jason is to the right side of hole number 9, trying to get the yardage here. Dropping to 1 under. He bogeyed the previous hole on number 8. So his second shot here to the green at number 9. And a dandy.
Pretty good shot. He'll have that for his birdie putt.
About a 20-footer, just to the left of the pin, and he makes. No problem. That can come back to 2 under par for his round. Terry Herzog from the Country Club of York.
Making his turn on 18, has a great drive right in the middle.
Yeah, this would get the straight drive award, wouldn't it?
Absolutely.
So Terry working it over with his caddy, trying to get another straight one to this pin here at number 18, the par 4.
It looks pretty good. Looks like it's on target. It's a great shot in here.
Wow, just above the hole. Now, we've seen this putt before today, Leela, and it does have some nasty break.
It's certainly not a gimme, that's for sure.
Unless you're Terry Herzog. And he makes the birdie 3 to finish up his front 9. Also in the group is Steve Frederick. Steve is 2 under coming to the turn here on 18, and his third shot gets him on the green, but below the hole. He's got a lengthy par putt to try to remain at 2 under par through 9.
Just barely hangs out to the right there, does not fall for him, so he will go to 1 under for his round as he makes the turn. These guys are all chasing the 3 under leaders in the clubhouse, Corey McElharney and Brett Melton.
Our current leader on the course at 4 under par, Mark Parson from Harbor Pines, somewhere behind those trees. He's in the last group at 4 under par, coming here to the 9th hole, but he's a little long on that shot. And now a real difficult shot from behind the green. And that slope will take it below the hole. He'll need that for his par to stay at 4 under.
He's had a great round going so far with 4 birdies on the front 9, but he will miss that to bogey number 9.
But despite it, he still is at the top of the leaderboard, heading to the back 9 at 3 under par. Brett Melton is finished, so is Corey McElharney. They were 3 under. Mark Parson, we just saw him after 9, is at 3 under par as action continues in just a moment from the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. Welcome back to the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic at Sunnybrook. Here is Jason Calhoun from the University of Pennsylvania attempting to get a birdie on the par 3 15th. That would get him back to 2 under par, Leela.
Yeah, he's got a good round going here, except he hits this long, so he'll have to chip on. Try and give him a shot to at least save par, if not better.
Just slips by about a 4-footer uphill for Jason Calhoun to get that
and
par
he makes
here.
that, and he stays, so he'll stay at 1 under.
One of our co-leaders, Brian Bergstall from Shawnee, finishing up a pretty good round here at number 9.
He's currently 3 under right now. You can see he's disappointed in that shot. He wanted to give himself a better opportunity to make birdie here and to take the outright lead.
This would be for 4 under par.
And it's just short to stay at 3 under. Still a great round. He's still tied for that share of the lead, but you can tell he really wanted that.
And a look at Brian's scorecard. Zach Oakley is from Waynesboro Country Club. He has 4 birdies on his round so far. He is at 3 under, and he too is finishing up at 9, but he's got some issues with that tree, the left side of the fairway.
He'll have to punch out. He's in a little bit of trouble, so he'll punch out. This will be his 3rd shot here.
Uphill, 3rd shot, as Leela said, and he leaves it a little above, but gets a nice little spin back. Look at this thing roll out below the hole.
Pretty good shot. He'll have that for par to stay at 3 under.
And a share of the lead.
Unfortunately, doesn't make it. You can tell maybe it was a little pressure or something. Maybe it broke more than he thought, but he'll wind up at 2 under. Still a good round. You can take a look at his scorecard.
Back to Jason Calhoun. He's made it here to number 18, and Jason at 2 under par after a birdie on the 16th. He's also trying to get into that top of the leaderboard spot at 3 under. He's going to have a chance as he leaves it just below pin high to the left of the pin. He's got about a 20-footer to join the leaders, but it slides by.
He gives it a chance, that's for sure, but he'll have a little bit of a lengthy par putt coming back here.
So Jason trying to finish at 2 under par with this 4-footer, and he does.
Still a good round, but wasn't able to get to that 3 under number that everybody was chasing.
Terry Herzog from the Country Club of York's had a pretty tough back 9 so far. Terry now is at 2 over as he tries to punch out on the 9th hole, his final hole, and the ball goes into that greenside bunker left of the pin. 3rd shot. He'll leave it just a little below the hole. for a par.
Good par save for him.
Finishes the day at 2 over as we look at his scorecard. Still time for the lead at 3 under, part of the last group. Mark Parson, here he is on the par 5, 16th with his second shot. And he gets it on the green in perfect position for an eagle try.
A great second shot here. This for his eagle putt.
And this would give him the solo lead at 5 under.
A lot of break to that putt. Great putt, gave it a try, but he will have a pretty short tap in for birdie.
Makes it to go to 4 under par. Part of Mark's group, Mike Tobiasen. Birdie putt. That would make him 1 under on his day. And he's got it.
Great putt. He's got a pretty good round going.
If there was any doubt, Mark Parson would be unable to hold on to the lead. He squashed it right here. A lengthy birdie putt at 17.
Go right in the hole.
Right in the hole, indeed.
A great putt. That gives him to 5 under, a little bit of cushion, 2-shot lead going into 18.
And we will follow Mark and his march up 18 and that $100,000 payday in just a moment. Well, there's the check that awaits possibly Mark Parson. He's in good shape coming to 18 with a 2-stroke lead, Leela. And his second shot coming up as he gets the yardage and tries to finish up on his biggest day as a pro.
All he really has to do is get it on the green and try and 2-putt, really, he could 3-putt.
It's nice to know you have that cushion. And he will come up a little bit short here on the fringe at number 18. Still in good shape below the hole. Mark Parson from Harbor Pines, son of a PGA Tour professional back in the late 70s and early 80s.
Yeah, he's got a pretty cool story. And if he does know where he's at, he's keeping his nerves pretty under control. He looks pretty cool, calm, collected as he comes up the 18th here.
Remember, he's birdied 2 of the last 3, and now he has a short par putt to win the 2018 Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic. And there he is, our winner, Mark Parson. No playoff this year as Mark birdied 2 of his last 3 and finishes with a 2-stroke victory. And here's a look at how Mark Parson did it. What a great close for the pro out of Harbor Pines and his big win here at the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic.
He will head to the scoring area to make it official.
Thank you.
And claim his check.
About the way it always is. It is official. Mark Parson shot a 67. There is no tie. He wins by 2.
Well, after that dramatic finish, especially for this gentleman, it's time to meet our champion here at the Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic, Mr. Mark Parson. Way to go. You did it down the stretch, Mark, huh?
Thank you.
Nice win, $100,000. We'll get into what you're going to do with that in a moment. But tell us, you were 3 under coming to, the 15th hole, and then you made a great saving par on 15,
Yes.
birdied 16 and 17. So you had a little cushion coming up here on 18.
I had no clue what the score was. I didn't look all day. I just stayed focused with my caddy, went 1 hole at a time. I just been working on my rhythm and tempo all the time, staying in balance. And my playing partners that I had were wonderful. They both played well, so that was encouraging in the group, which helped us. We all kind of fed off each other. And, this being my first win in the section, who wouldn't want this to be their first win? And certainly a very special moment for me and my family. So I can't thank the Haverford Trust and the members here at Sunnybrook and the PGA section of Philadelphia for hosting this event that they've done such a wonderful job every year.
Well, congratulations. You did mention this is your first section win, and this is a good one to win. So
Yes.
do you have any plans with your winnings? What are you going to do with the money?
Part of it will help pay for my son's very expensive college education at the University of Oregon, but I'm sure we'll put some of it away and, put towards our retirement or something like that. So,
That's great.
that's probably the plan.
I know you've been moving your way southward since you began as a professional way back when.
Right.
Connecticut and the Philadelphia section for the last few years, South Jersey primarily, right?
Yeah, I've been in the Philadelphia section for, I think, 9 or 10 years now. Was in the Met section before that, Connecticut section before that, Golf has been a huge part of my life, you know, growing up with it, with my father being a PGA professional. So this means a lot to me, means a lot to him, and I'm just overwhelmed right now. It's very difficult.
I overheard
to,
you say
you know, take all this in.
your dad passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And he played actually on tour.
He did.
Back in the late 60s, 70s.
He was a great player. Played golf for a long time. Still competitive, even up to his late 70s. And, you know, just a great mentor for me and my family. And, you know, it's a very special moment.
I'm sure he never took home $100,000 for one event.
I don't think he is. So I always say that it's worth my PGA dues and my entry and everything to just get a chance to play in this event every year.
Well,
so,
good. I'm glad to hear that.
so I'll never complain.
You know what else, Leela? He was in the last group to tee off today. Guys started at what, 7:30 in the morning. You teed off roughly at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Right.
And you wind up winning the whole thing.
And this is my first time ever walking in this event, so I've always taken a cart. On the encouragement of my caddy, who says, you know, we should try things different and just kind of roll with the flow, and that's what we did. I will say, though, I rode the cart a couple last holes just because I was getting tired.
Well, you'll have plenty of time to rest up as you count that $100,000.
Absolutely, yes, very special. Thank you so much.
Mark, well done. Great playing, especially down the stretch. Don't you love it, Leela, when it comes down the stretch and he birdies 2 of the last 3 holes?
Absolutely. This is one of the best finishes we've had, I think, in a long time that I can remember. So congratulations.
Well, you got quite an encore for next year.
That's great. Hey, well, you know, win and win big, right? That's what they say, right?
Absolutely. Mark, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
All right, good luck. Have a great summer down there in Harbor Pines.
Thank you.
You need a lesson. He's the man to see.
Absolutely.
Right, and maybe he can teach you that winning formula. That's going to do it for our special edition of Inside Golf, as we have covered the 22nd Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic here at beautiful Sunnybrook with our winner for 2018, Mark Parson. I'm Harry Donahue for Leela Mackey. Remember, folks, no matter how bad it's going for you out there, don't pick up. Try to win $100,000 like this guy. And we'll see you next time on Inside Golf. The Haverford Philadelphia PGA Classic has been brought to you by Haverford Trust Company. Quality is in our DNA. And by Inside Golf's partners since 1998, the Philadelphia Section PGA, experts in the game and business of golf.